I got to start you off with the most important basketball headline of the week. How did you enjoy Space Jam?
Yes, that was a when that came out, it was crazy how the internet app reacted to that. I enjoyed it. I didn't go into it hating it. A lot of people went into that hating it because they love Space Jam. I love the first Space Jam. I think most people do, but it's you just go into it thinking it's not going to be the first Space Jam. It's going to be different, and I enjoyed it. It was a nice. It's people. I think too many people are think like they're like, oh, LeBron James acting was horrible. It's like he's a basketball player. He's not Denzel. He's not Jamie Foxx. Michael Jordan wasn't out there, winning Oscars and all that. So it's like you go in it, it's enjoy. It's a nice little. It's a had some nice Easter eggs and all that, which is pretty cool. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid, and I liked the colors and all that. And so it was fun. It was a fun film.
I didn't hate it as much as the internet obviously hated it.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that everything pre the Looney Tunes arriving in that film was the worst film that I had ever seen. Just in general, and it's not so much LeBron. It's more so the dialogue that they wrote for LeBron. It just sounded like normal people don't talk like this. You can listen to any podcast and listen to random people communicate all the time. And no time would they ever have the type of interaction that LeBron was having with his kids. And by the way, that wasn't even his real kids during the movie, right? If I'm not mistaken. I was like, where's Bronny? Bronny, where you at? Probably not allowed in a kid.
They were trying to portray the ages and all that. But yeah, I agree with that. In the beginning, it was like, all right, something's got to happen quick because, like you said, LeBron isn't Denzel and all that, and it kind of showed in the beginning, but then it started getting going. But I agree. The beginning, me and my girl were looking at each other like,
this is like
something's got to give. Come on, let's go, LeBron.
A little cringe, and then obviously the Looney Tunes get in there. It's fine. The whole premise too. And by the way, if you're listening to this, and I don't really care about spoilers myself, some people do. It's a touchy subject. We're talking spoilers, so if that bothers you, go ahead and skip ahead here. Mm-hmm. The whole premise behind it too, the LAG thing. And by the way too, I will say this. So Warner Bros owns the rights to Captain Planet. You have a movie with Don Cheadle, and you don't give me at least Don Cheadle turning one person into a tree. Shame on you, Warner Brothers. Shame on you. But just the whole premise, like, what was this thing? Like, I want to get a popular celebrity for, was he trying to take over the world? Was he trying to get credit? I don't get his motivation, really.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but it is what it was.
It is what it is. At least kids like
expectations need to be tampered down because it was just a nice little fun flick. So there was some cringe. There were definitely some moments where you're like,
Yeah, I mean, if anything, too, it was a great opportunity for Warner Brothers basically to throw their dick on the table and basically just say, look at how many properties we own, Disney. Whenever it's, let me just throw in a Rick and Morty. Let me just throw in a Game of Thrones. Let me just throw in the DC universe.
They stunted hard on that one. They did. I think that was the most telling thing was seeing everything.
Harry Potter,
Superman, Harry Potter,
Lord of the Rings. They got all this they got all this mystical kind of properties too. A lot of fun stuff that Warner Brothers owns, but I guess honestly, with that said, considering you own all these properties, it would have been great to not have it as just a one-off or that thing in the background that you kind of oh, hey, I see that White Walker walking around there. It would have been kind of nice to actually see that stuff maybe in the game. I wouldn't mind if LeBron actually recruited who he wanted to be on this team. That real. You know what? Actually, that could be a fun thing. Let's do this, Chris. Any character in any genre to start your basketball franchise.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, right. I know. I mean, that's what we do around here. So we don't mess around.
Any superhero, any
superhero, any genre, whatever you're feeling, man. Who do you think can ball out the hardest?
All right. You know what? This is my guy. I'm gonna go Batman.
Okay, intellectual thinker. He could be like Chris Paul times 10. Hopefully he lock down a ring. We'll get to that. Have that. Do you have one of those in the utility belt there, Batman? I shouldn't be talking shit. I got the Batman gear rocking in the background. You know what I'm about here too. Well, I guess if we're going on that circumstance, you know what? Actually, no. I'm going to say Plastic Man or Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. You know, the fact that they could kind of like elongate themselves and everything, like that LeBron James or that Michael Jordan effect from the first Space Jam can actually happen with those guys like crazy body types. I know, you know, you could go Superman, you know, but I'm going a little off the ball here.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. You can't go wrong with Superman either.
Could go wrong with Superman unless there's a green rock on the court.